Hi guys, welcome back to the ranch. Welcome back to one of my two bathrooms. We've got a slight issue here with the porcelain throne that I'm sitting on. No, I'm not using it, just sitting here. As you can see, this lever is kind of broken off. And if we look inside here, we can see this handle thing is floating down here. Now, it's sadly not as easy as just replacing this thing, because the whole reason this broke is because this middle thing, whatever the heck it's called, the flush valve, it sticks like crazy. So I already replaced this flush lever here, and because it broke previously and now it broke again because there's just too much force when it tries to actually lift the flush valve up. So we're gonna have to replace the flush valve, replace the lever, and hope that this fixes the problem. However, this is not a standard toilet. This, as you can see by the name, is a Mansfield toilet, and as you can probably already see, and that's why I'm guessing you clicked on this video, they have a different flush valve setup than standard toilets do. So I am going to show you how to replace it. And hopefully, being that this toilet is probably, I don't know, 30 plus years old, that we don't break anything in between. Hoping I got all the parts. I got them all over here laid out. We got the new flush valve here. We got the new valve seal that goes inside of the tank. And we got a new flush lever. This time I got one that is actually out of bronze, I think, or at least metal. So that shouldn't break anymore. I got all these parts at my local Ace, not a sponsor. That's just the hardware store we have here in my little rural town. And yeah, there's nothing to it but just to do it. So let's get started. Step one is to turn off your water supply. Now that that is closed, we can flush out this toilet and there will be no extra water coming through. To do that, we'll just lift up the flush valve by hand, drain out as much water as we can. Afterwards, we will use like a turkey baster kind of thing, and also a sponge to empty out the tank completely. Don't worry, this water in the tank is completely clean. This is ordinary tap water. It's just discoloration on the side from all the years of deposits from minerals that are inside the water. But let's get to it. We got the tank now completely drained. Used the sponge, used the turkey baster, and of course flushed everything out. So now we're gonna have to start disassembling the tank because we have to take it completely off. We're gonna lay it then to the side. I'm gonna spread this towel out so I don't mar anything up and get anything more dirty than is gonna happen anyway. It's held on by 3 bolts. You can see the top of them here. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. If we go underneath the toilet and look from the underside, we have bolt number 1 here, bolt number 2 back here. You can see it's a little crusty. And then if we go to the other side of the toilet, we have bolt number 3 back here. So we're going to be very careful when we loosen those bolts to make sure we don't damage anything. But before we do that, we are going to loosen this here, the water supply. I hope that this is indeed shut off 100% tight. You could either loosen it up here or down here, but seeing as this plastic is rather old, I'd rather take my chances and loosening it down here. So let's get a wrench and open this sucker up. So I got you guys in position here behind the toilet. I got my adjustable wrench, and we're just gonna go ahead and gently loosen this nut up here. That's already enough. I don't see a big gush of water coming up. It's already a good sign. So we have this loosened. So in theory, once we loosen the tank, we should be able to just pull straight up on this here, and this should come loose here. So let me get you guys in position so you can see how I'm going to be loosening the tank itself. So again, I got my adjustable wrench here. You can use a fixed wrench, but I do not have any SAE type tools. Not yet. I only have the good old metric style because I took my tools along with me when I moved here. So let's use the adjustable wrench and see if we can loosen it without having to hold the other screw end that's actually on the inside of the toilet bowl. And let's see how it works. And as I said, we want to be very gentle. This toilet is very old, and we don't want to buy any more parts than we already had to try to fix this problem. And as I suspected, the inside is turning. So what I'm going to do is take my flathead screwdriver and just go on the inside and actually hold it. Let me get you guys quickly up so you can see. I'm just going to be holding the screw right there while I try to loosen it from the bottom with my adjustable wrench. Get you guys back in position. I know some people complained on other videos about my cameraman and I should fire him. Guess what? If you fire him, you don't get any more videos because I'm the cameraman. So deal with it. But I guess that's just a problem with people these days. We're never happy, even if we get stuff for free. We always have to complain. Now let's see how it works. Let's see, it might even work better if I turn the screwdriver and just hold the nut itself. Feels like something's at least moving. And looks like indeed it is. It was easier than I thought. So, nut and washer. Put that aside so I remember which one it is. Now, let's move over to the back one. Let me move you actually over here. Let's see, where are we? There we go. That was nut and washer number 3. Alright guys, now we should just be able to lift this straight up off the bottom of the toilet. Let me quickly lay out my towel over here. We'll lift it up and we'll move it on over and we'll see what happens. Oh, look at that. I found myself, I think it's a penny. Huh. I'll let you know when I clean it up. But anyway, the toilet, you can get that cleaned. Surprised the wall is semi-white behind it. And here we got the tank ourselves. So, let me set you guys up so you can see how we're going to rebuild this sucker. Alright guys, now clearly I have no idea how to do this, but let's see if we can somehow twist this inner thing out, or get a screwdriver and pry on this seal. Alright, let's pry the seal off gently. That's that. Put it aside. Now it's got a locking nut ring around it. We want to get our adjustable pliers to loosen that. Hopefully they're big enough. Alright, let's try with the adjustable pliers to try to loosen this ring down here. Even though I don't plan on reusing it, I still want to be rather careful just in case, because I think I have the right parts, but you never know, right? Looks like the whole assembly is starting to spin. That means reach in on the other side. I'll try to hold on to whatever you can. And then try to keep doing this. It's always fun with your non-dominant hand to do stuff like this. And yes, it would help if you have larger pliers. These are kind of small, but it's the only ones I have right now. So I'm gonna make do, because that's what this channel is all about. Making do with what you have and saving money. That's why we learn how to do this stuff together. I might have to go to the other side. So I can use my dominant hand while holding from the inside. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, let me quickly show you, or I hope you can see. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Probably you can't. I'm just holding the bottom on the other side. I'll show you once I get it out what I'm actually holding. After some point, you should be able to spin it by hand. Oh, so much work for a Sunday. Sorry for keep hitting you guys, but I still only got the mini tripod. Alright, that's off. We still got this filler hose here, we just gotta gently pull out. And now we should be able to pull out the flush assembly. Oh my god! You guys alright? Hang on. I got one of these tripods with those ball leg things that you can wrap around anything. They don't always hold. Alright. So what I was doing, I was just holding it on the inside here with my other hand while I was trying to loosen the nut. And you can see this seal is definitely seeing better days. It was still sealing fine. It was just really holding on to the top part here, which then in turn caused that to break. The last one they actually had hooked through here, the last handle, which then snapped that off. So yeah, let's go see if there's any cleaning needed on the inside. I think it looks good. I might quickly flip this around. Hold on. Move this stuff aside. Flip the tank so you guys can see better. Just be careful, you got the water inlet part down there still. I just want to feel quickly around it. But there's no gasket material here, it's just dirt. So otherwise we would scrape off around it to make sure we get a good seal again. Now, the next part to do is just assemble the new parts in the reverse order. Now, let's see. Okay guys, so this is the new flush valve. That's the new seal that goes on the inside. They say on the instructions the beveled side should go down. So we'll make sure that's in, and that's the new lock nut. What we will be using, reusing, is this washer that connects the tank to the bottom part of the toilet. I did not get a new one of those, but that should be fine. And what we also want to probably install is the valve seal kit. This is the valve seal kit, and that will sit in this part here. So let's see how we can put this together. It says to unscrew the top here, unscrew the top part, which then in turn should allow us to pull this all the way out. Now open up the new valve seal here, and that should then fit nicely over this. There we go. Put that assembly back together. Screw that part back on, and we're good to go. Sits nice and flush. This part moves back up here, and now this will be snaked here through the middle, through here. Take it to the other side. We're coming out through this side, like that. Now, this lock nut goes over like this. Make sure that seals nicely. Now again, it would be nice if I would have a bigger wrench, but we'll do what we can to tighten this up. We don't want to over tighten it, but we do want it to push the inside seal, that black one we had, firmly against this to make a nice tight seal so that we're not leaking here. Now, who the heck is texting me during a video? Ain't that rude? That's how you know I grew up during the 90s. How rude. Anyway, that's good. Now, this seal will go over like this again. That should still also fit perfectly fine. Let's have a look-see. Oh, sorry about that. Just using the screwdriver to get the seal nicely around this. There we go. And that is that. Now, I'm gonna wash my filthy hands, clean up this toilet tank, clean up the back part, and I'll get back to you when we start reinstalling it. Alright, carefully put the toilet back where it belongs. This seems to have turned a bit. There we go. Have to adjust it a bit. Now these bolts, let's see. Just one-handed here. These bolts, I did push them through before, so all you do is shove them back in here through their holes. The toilet pretty much is already aligned the way it should be. Now I'm going to start by installing those bolts back again, and afterwards reconnecting the water supply. Now I'll start it. I tighten this one up lightly. Now I'm going to be tightening up this bolt over here lightly, just so we can rock the toilet back into its place with the seal down here. It'll need to pull itself back in. Now let's gently do that. Remember, slowly tighten, move from one bolt to another. We're going to go to the back one now. Of course, I placed the camera over my bolt and washer. Sorry guys, you probably won't see much but my arm right now. Slowly tighten, then go back to the other one, the original one on the other side, on the right side first. You want to just torque them down evenly. Right now I'm still holding the nut with my finger. Once I'm unable to hold the nut anymore while using the screwdriver, I'll get my adjustable wrench and quickly put that on, because I'm already reaching that point now. Quickly put this on here so I can give it at least one more good turn here. As I said, you don't want to over tighten it because you don't want to crack the porcelain. However, you do want it tight enough, because otherwise, if your seal isn't pushed in properly, you will have a leak. And nobody wants a leaking toilet. Alright, now we're back to the water line. It's already been pushed back in here, so all we gotta do is tighten up this nut again. Again, start it by hand to avoid oops, sorry guys. Where are you guys looking at? There you go. To avoid cross threading. Then take your adjustable wrench. And tighten this one up firmly.
can see, I wasn't on straight, so I jumped out now. Try that again. Careful when you tighten it, not to bend anything, but tighten it good. You don't want any leaks coming out of here. There's going to be a lot of pressure. All right, now let's go back up to the toilet and finish the assembly of all the insides from the tank. So we still got the leftovers of the flusher here. So I'll just take our adjustable wrench and quickly loosen this here. Oop-a-la. There we go, that's off. This is a new toilet flusher. I can already see that this is going to be too long when installed to use the holes here and a chain. So what I'm gonna do, since I would have to drill a hole anyway further back to use a chain, I wanna see if I can use this loop here to put it through again. Like my other toilet actually already has it like that. So what I'm going to do is just quickly put this here. Oops. And you can see that it's too long, so I can't thread it through. Put the nut over here. So I can't put it through. So I'll have to go shorten it by this much. But that's okay. Even if this wouldn't work afterwards properly, I still have plenty of room to drill a hole, because if you look where it lines up, the hole would have to be back here anyway, so I can't use any of these. So I'm going to quickly go to the garage and with the metal hacksaw quickly trim this part off right here, and I'll see you guys in a second. So we are back. It is shorter, and hopefully this will now fit. See if I can do this one-handed. Yes, yes, we get it. You missed me. There we go. That should hold, that should work. Let's put the nut on. Back out. Oh, let me see if I can sit you guys over here. Quickly get this nut on here. In here, like that. Tighten this nut up a bit. Go. Just make a stop here so I can't turn out like that. Reconnect our water hose to here. Gently wiggle it in, and that is that. Now, let's see how we did. We will now slowly open the water here. Check for any leaks down here, and also check for any leaks around the tank. So let's start. Slowly open. A little more. Keep an eye open for any leaks. So far looks dry. Right. Seems to be filling good. Let's open up. All the way. Let's keep an eye around the toilet. There are no leaks. Just a quick flush. Oh, gotta clean the toilet. Other than that, it looks good.
That would be how you fix, or rather change, the flush valve assembly and the handle, flush handle on a Mansfield toilet. I hope this video was informal, informational, whatever the word is for you guys. Please follow us on our social medias. Give this video a thumbs up if you like this. Drop us a comment below, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Thanks a lot for watching.